tell me what due diligence is actually about?
Yes, Sotheary, due diligence is an examination of the seller's business by the buyer. The buyer needs to check the business out to understand it and to verify the seller's representations in the Information Memorandum.
And what sorts of things is the buyer after when they're doing due diligence?
Well, it's after information about financials, contracts, environmental, employment, tax, operations and things like that. The buyer's lawyer usually sends to the seller or the seller's lawyer an information request. This contains lots of questions about every aspect of the business.
Okay, so what happens next?
Well, the buyer will know where it wants to investigate further and what sort of information it wants access to. The information is provided by a data room. The seller will get all of its information together with people who can answer questions, and the buyer will bring its people in that can ask the questions. At this point, the buyer can't take away any information. It can just look and make notes, and look, usually it attends with its lawyer and accountant. A buyer wants to find out what it's buying, what it should pay, whether it should do the deal at all, whether it's going to be a cash deal, whether it'll be paying out debt. And while I'm on the point, a seller should never ever reveal to a buyer details of its customers, suppliers and employees until a deal is unconditional, because that could completely undermine its business if the buyer went and set up next door.
Does that actually happen though?
Yes, it does happen. It has happened in Australia with diabolical results for the sellers who've lost the value of their business to the tune of millions of dollars.
Do you supervise the data room?
Yes, we do, and it's horses for courses. If we're acting for a buyer, we'll actually be asking legal questions in relation to contracts, for example. If we're acting for a seller, we'll be helping them answer the questions that the buyers ask them.
Okay, so after that, they've agreed on the due diligence. What's the next step?
So the next step is for the seller's lawyer to prepare a sale agreement for the parties to sign.
So can you prepare the sale agreement for me?
We do that at M&K. Once the agreement is prepared and signed, it means the parties are well on the way to sealing the deal.
What's the turnaround and how long will that take for you to draft it?
I reckon it'll take about 2 to 3 days to turn around because we've got most of the information here. We'll base it on something that we know is suitable for your business, and then we'll massage it with the facts that are pertinent to your sale.